Hi, good afternoon. It's Camille and David Ferguson here. How are you today? As promised, we are coming to you live to talk about our transformation that we did together in the month of November. And I wanted to just start by sharing a little bit about the process that we went through. We used a program from Purium called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. And it's basically a 30-day health reset. And you're just basically flooding your body and with optimal nutrition, as well as detoxifying the body with some herbs and things like that. So we start the day with Super Amino 23. It's a vegan amino acid. It's delivered to your muscles in 23 minutes, and it's 99% bioavailable. So basically what that means is it doesn't have to be processed by your liver or your kidneys, and it's just a clean form of protein. It helps to build lean muscle. It helps to tighten the skin. It helps with muscle recovery. It also helps with nervous system health, and it just gives you a ton of energy. So that's how we start the day, with a little bit of warm lemon juice or warm lemon water that kind of gently detoxes the liver after a good night's rest. And then anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour later, we drink our power shake. So that is a live, raw, green, organic fruit and vegetable shake. And it's 96% of your recommended daily nutrition. It's grown in regenerative soil, and it's just very, very nutrient dense. So we do the power shake, and then we take Biomedic. Biomedic is actually the only product on the market that removes glyphosate from the gut microbiome. Glyphosate is the active herbicide in Roundup, and not only does it kill weeds, everything in the soil, the microbiome of the soil, but it also kills everything in your gut. It's linked to Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer, it's linked to ADHD, autism, leaky gut syndrome, bloating, weight gain, all kinds of digestive issues, and as well as nervous system issues. And so Biomedic removes 75% of that from the gut microbiome, and it allows your body to really absorb the nutrition that you're putting into it. So that's the morning regimen. We repeat the regimen in the afternoon. And then at night, we take a tart cherry juice concentrate called Apothecary. And the Apothecary is very high in melatonin. It's actually the only fruit or vegetable on the planet that has a naturally occurring melatonin, so that helps you sleep really well. It also is very high in antioxidants, so it helps with cell repair, kidney filtration, and kidney health, and it's also has very powerful anti-inflammatory properties. For me personally, the Apothecary is what helped me get off of a 4-year dependency of ibuprofen. So that's what we did together as a couple, and I just wanted to bring David in and just share a little bit, have him share a little bit about his experience. And David, I just want to first start out and ask you if, I'm just curious if you had any resistance to the program or any uncertainty, going into it. And if you did, please share, and whatever, just whatever flows for you. And here's Dace.
For me, if there's ever going to be any resistance, it would be just knowing that it's going to be a commitment. I didn't have once I knew that I was going to partake in this challenge, I knew I was going to be fully committed. I'm an ex-athlete, so, I looked at it as a challenge, a goal. So I wasn't really resistant once I made up my mind to do it.
Okay, cool. So, what inspired you to start it?
Well, honestly, I had a few bad habits that I was dealing with, and I decided to remove some bad habits out of my tempo, for my health. And then, you've been pretty dedicated to your company and the whole health that you are always representing in our home. So definitely was inspired to show you that I can do it as well. I know that was something that you wanted me to try, and I just wanted to show you that I could.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I know it took a little while for you to get to that point, and I'm thankful. David, started the products really gradually, starting with the shake and then the Biomedic, and eventually he asked me, he's like, why am I not doing what you're doing? And so that's when the conversation really started about, stepping into this health reset so that he could be participating 100% in, what I'm doing. So I'm curious, David, what did you like best about the program?
Honestly, I really love the whole discipline. You're pretty much the cook, the nutritionist, and I pretty much followed the plan through you as my coach. What was the question again?
What did you like best?
Oh, I like the discipline of it all, and to realize that I don't necessarily need to eat a lot of the foods that I was eating. I really liked feeling good. I felt that I had a lot more energy, pretty hard on my body most of the time, especially when it comes to sleep. It actually allowed me to be motivated to go to sleep, knowing that I could get up early with no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed for sure is like, even if you weren't getting a lot of sleep, like you normally don't get more than like 6 hours or 4 to 6 hours, I guess would be the average, right?
Pretty much.
Like I noticed a big shift in your responses as well as like your emotional stability because of how much stress that you take on because of all of the tasks and projects that you have on your plate. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting that you have more energy and felt like more. Did you feel like you have more focus too?
As of lately, I do have a lot of stuff on my plate, so yeah, I definitely needed the focus. It actually made me look back on. I mean, once we got pretty much 15 days, 20 days into the program, I was actually looking back on like wondering how I was able to even be able to go through all that unhealthy, dealing with the certain foods, drinking alcohol in my diet, kind of just makes you kind of drowsy. So yeah, I definitely felt the change of an even keel all throughout the day.
Right. Talk to me or talk to our audience more about some of the food changes that you made.
Well, previously, before the program, I've always been a big meat eater. I like burgers, steaks. I've always said I like the best of both worlds. I've never had a problem with, vegetarian type food, but I would always have some meat, some type of meat along with it. So yeah, it was definitely a big change to cut out all meat. It was actually kind of exciting to be able to, for part of it, to be allowed to have chicken or salmon. So it was kind of like little small victories that you could find, certain things that you could gravitate and be happy during the journey, along the journey, and just kind of remain focused on your goals.
Right. Did you ever feel the point like you were like being deprived?
Not necessarily feeling deprived, but definitely having to dig deep to realizing that I can't reach for these certain foods, like certain breads, cheese, milk, things that I'm just used to having on a regular basis, and cutting those away is like you start to find new loves, and knowing that they're healthy for you and that, they're nice replacements that I'm pretty much going to practice moving forward.
Yeah, I was actually pretty impressed last night. We went out to dinner and David ordered a salad for his meal. I was like, what?
I had some wings.
Well, yeah,
I had some wings to go with
too.
that.
Right, but, and I just want to mention too, like, you don't have to, make drastic dietary changes to do the ultimate lifestyle transformation. It's whatever you put into it is what you get out of it. And so it's something that's like easy to incorporate into your life just because it's a couple of shakes a day and, a few supplements. So, like I said, it's whatever you make it. I'm curious, what kind of results did you experience from your 30-day Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation?
Well, like I said before, definitely a lot more energy. I felt like I had an even keel. You know, with so much on my plate, I just felt that I was on top of things a lot more focused. And you basically asking what changes did I experience?
Yeah, what kind of results?
Results, I was getting compliments every 3 days from my wife, noticing, some trimming off of my belly. She said a lot of compliments about my skin. But yeah, she's always letting me know and encouraging me through the process. So though I don't say much or make much of a fuss about it, it was definitely encouraging and I appreciated it.
Yeah. Well, one thing about like the diet that you were eating prior to doing the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation is, I mean, it's kind of a sort of a standard American diet. And that particular those particular kind of foods are very inflammatory. So what I noticed in you was this reduction in swelling in your body, especially in your face. I really noticed it. And, you know, like you said, your skin looking tighter and, you know, brighter too. And you did work pretty hard to alkalinize your body, which when you alkalinize, it helps your cells be in a healthier environment so that they can actually regenerate and heal, and it's easier to detox and flush toxins out of your system. Well, share with me how your life has changed since you participated in this program.
Well, I guess you wouldn't really be able to say how your life has changed until after the whole program is over. But, you know, through that journey and learning new options and realizing that food can taste good, you know, as long as you season it right and, you know, put some creativity into it, you know, healthy food can be delicious. And you know, not only is it delicious, it feels good. And, once I made this decision to do the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, that included everything in my life. So, if I'm going to be eating right, I want to be a better father. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better student, a better clinician. And a better businessman. So all of that, you know, even a better Christian, along this process, I've been noticing I've been spending more time with the Lord. It was kind of like in a way, it was like a fast for me. I kind of looked at it as a 30-day fast away from things that really shouldn't be in our bodies anyway. And so it was a great outlook to look back to how I was eating and putting things into my body before versus now. As she mentioned, we went to dinner the other day, and that was the first time that I actually ordered a salad, unless it was coming with steak, soup, and, you know, some main entree. But yeah, I just thought, you know, I don't want to be feeling all bloated. I want to just kind of be moderate with things, and I definitely want to have some greens in my body. So my wife is not used to me saying things like that. So obviously it's a big change for D-Ferg.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely answered prayer for me. And I'm excited that, you know, we're on this new journey. It's end of 2020, which has been a transformative year to say the least, and going into 2021 extra healthy and inspired, and I feel like it's another bond that we can share as well.
Indeed.
Yeah. So awesome. Well, thank you. Do you have any closing comments that you would want to share with our audience?
I just want to say that I'm very blessed to have Camille as my wife. She's the queen of the kitchen, the queen of our health. I always, when we were dating, and even now, I would always call her Captain Planet, because she, pick up trash when we're just taking a walk, and, really trying to take care of the earth and the health. So I'm blessed because I would be probably some fat, sloppy. No, I probably wouldn't, but at the same time, I would be eating that way if it wasn't for my wife. So the other thing is I want to say is that I've never really been on like that. I feel like it was kind of like a diet. And usually I'm working out and doing certain things along with, trying to eat right when I do make those commitments. But this time I wasn't working out, which was very different for me. And to be able to still be losing weight, because honestly, I was probably 215 when I started the program, and I'm about 207 right now, and that's without working out. It actually encourages me to, when I get more time, to be able to do both the ultimate lifestyle transformation along with working out. I'm sure that I will see even more amazing results. So, I just want to say I'm blessed. I appreciate you for encouraging me to go through the experience. Definitely have a new frame of mind. I actually did some grocery shopping last night, and I couldn't believe all the things that I used to eat, and just growing up in general, all the things that we eat and never really thought twice about. But yeah, we're getting older. We want to look younger. Just because we're getting older doesn't mean that we have to be looking old.
You're feeling old. Right.
Looking and feeling old. So yeah, it's I'm very happy to have gone through it. I'm very proud of you to continue to push this message of good health and it being a part of the lifestyle. And congratulations to you for getting your husband on board.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I just want to thank you. If you have any questions about, the program that we did, of course, you can reach out to me or to David, and he can get you in contact with me. And, my mission is to help educate people because, honestly, I think that David is a lot like many people. They just don't know. They just don't know, about soil health or understand why organic is important, understand why, incorporating a higher fruit and vegetable content into your diet is important. And one of the things that I really love to do is research and share resources. And so, I'm just here to support you. Like I said, David has had a great experience. And, if you have any questions, just reach out to us.
Yeah, and it's not that I don't know. I hear it all the time from you. I used to hear it all the time from my brother, Philip. So I've always known. It's just making that commitment and, being on your own journey for yourself.
Right, exactly. Yep, exactly. It's about a personal journey, indeed. That's why it's called the ultimate lifestyle transformation, because it is a journey.
Definitely. I'm transformed.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you. And thank you for those of you that are watching. And we will definitely post this for you to check out later. Feel free to share as well. And I hope you have a blessed night. Take care. Thank you.